If you've been in a season of waiting for a very long time, then you probably experienced this. You have seen other people around you get the thing or the blessing that you have been praying for. Other people are getting married before you. Maybe they're having children and starting families, or maybe it's a career or a job that you've really desired for. Whatever it is, it seems like they're getting blessed before you. And you know what? It's people who haven't even had to wait as long as you have. I wrestled with this specifically in my season of waiting in the area of singleness. And I would ask God, like, God, why are other people getting blessed before me? Why are you passing me over? And I felt like the Lord spoke to me through Luke chapter 1 and the story of Zechariah and Elizabeth that I want to share with you. In verse 6, it says, Zechariah and Elizabeth were righteous in God's eyes. They were careful to obey all the Lord's commandments and regulations. They had no children because Elizabeth was unable to conceive, and they were both very old. So you see, they were doing the right thing. They had a solid relationship with God. They were righteous, but still their prayer went unanswered for a very long time. And you know what? Now it's too late. They are both very old, and it's physically and biologically impossible for them to have children. Now listen to what it says in verse 13. But the angel of the Lord appeared to Zechariah and said, don't be afraid. God has heard your prayer. Your wife Elizabeth will give you a son. All along, God had heard their prayers. Don't confuse God's silence with his absence. God's silence was actually part of his divine plan. There was a divine timing for Zechariah and Elizabeth to conceive. In the same chapter, we're told that an angel appears to Mary and she's with child. Mary and Elizabeth are cousins. On one hand, we have Elizabeth, who is old and had to wait a very long time. And on the other hand, we have Mary, who was just a young girl, didn't have to wait at all, and didn't even have to pray to have a child. Mary quickly received the blessing that Elizabeth wanted her whole life without even asking for it. Now, this seems pretty unfair, doesn't it? Look at how Elizabeth responds to Mary's news. In verse 42, it says, Elizabeth gave a glad cry and exclaimed to Mary, God has blessed you above all women, and your child is blessed. Why am I so honored that the mother of my Lord should visit me? I'm blown away by Elizabeth's response. She's not jealous. She doesn't say, I deserve this. I should have been blessed before you. But instead, she celebrates with Mary. Elizabeth's response shows that she has this deep trust of the Lord. What's crazy is Elizabeth could have given up on God because her prayer hadn't been answered. But if she did, she would have missed out on God's divine timing and God's divine plan. This is my encouragement to you. Keep being righteous and serving the Lord. Don't let jealousy steal your joy, and don't give up believing that God has a plan and a divine timing for your life.